It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Rams, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we've got a game to get on here. Two teams trying to finish
the final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Rams ready to go to work, and they will be led by the rookie, a man with some experience playing in big games, the 4th rounder from Georgia, Stetson Bennett.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win? It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Bennett looking to throw. He finds Robinson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Well, the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. You talk about this Rams defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've...
Jones hit and the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Yeah, that's can do is just lob one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, a short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Bennett. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Bennett now. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Bennett.
chance to scan the field there. It felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Jones on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Pass complete to Waller on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 43. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Gano's kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Okay,
we were certainly
Coach,
treated to
as
an
always,
entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Jones, his throw incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Bennett.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bennett now to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Bennett now off play action. And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Bennett here out of the shotgun. Akers back-to-back catches.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Sticking to the aerial attack, here's Bennett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And Bennett will look to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
Back to throw, Bennett. Throws to his man on the out route, and it's complete. That's Robinson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Bennett looking to throw.
The quick slant caught. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's Bennett going to have another throw here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll run it again with Barkley as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it, so it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.